As Margot's second movie ever in theaters, I appreciate the storm's quick ending because if you've ever seen the Bluey episode movies, you know storms ain't every kid's favorite. Fun transition from what seems like Roz's point of view to actually just the reflection. This art style is phenomenal. The mix of 3D animation and 2D paint brush strokes makes it feel like our world and yet wholly unique.
A Rosm always completes its task.
Parenting. Loving this show don't tell. We immediately learn that Roz is created to adapt. She doesn't keep trying what failed, she looks to her surroundings and evolves.
Do you need?
Nature is metal.
Excuse me. Did you know I can assist with grocery shopping?
Roz got lucky. You read the Redwall books, badgers can throw down. Look at that, she even knows a home when she sees it. She walks past and then comes back into frame and then sprints like the most helpful child in your house. More quick visual exposition with the amount of stickers showing she's made the rounds a few times already and no one is buying what she's selling. Did I mention how gorgeous it is? But also brutal. Again, it's so quick. I know the 3-year-old missed the severed bird head and the 7-year-old won't be permanently scarred as far as I can tell.
Rosin 7134 will sort out this language barrier in no time.
Seems pretty clear to me. It's like a visual version of the language learning scene in the 13th Warrior, which is obviously a good thing. But in addition to decoding the letters, I love the way the vibes of the chatter slowly shift to more and more English sounding.
I say.
Hey, check it out.
Did anyone order me?
As a guy who is 99.99999% of the time on Team Animal over Team Robot, this moment crushed my heart, and I barely even know Roz yet. Borderline horror movie vibes, but since it's Raccoons, we'll allow it. The sheer number of paw prints. Raccoons be raccoonin'.
Activating return transmitter. 3.
Pretty. Get it!
Man, the glowing eyes. Nothing like taking out the trash and seeing 15 sets of Jawa eyes in the bushes.
1.
That Raccoon's giggle is giving me real Goober Gremlin vibes. You know, Gremlins 2, new batch. Did a whole video on it. At least 17 or 18 if you saw it.
No.
I heard the adrenaline junkie. We've had beauty, we've had horror, and now the Revenant action set pieces peeling our eyelids back. The way Roz pulls her hand back and the almost imperceivable design touches, just a hint of blood, are part of what makes this art so incredible. And then her aperture widens just like her pupils are dilating as she realizes who's inside the egg. Ha! Sly orange puppy. So obviously I'm gonna run out of descriptive words on how good the art in this film is, but occasionally I'll scrub through frame by frame to really see a shot, and goodness, Fink's face when Roz makes him spit up the egg is spectacular. And it makes total sense that it would be her instinct to keep the egg together, especially after trying to keep it safe from Fink. This is quickly becoming a favorite iteration of the fish out of water device. I mean, that's it right there, yeah? The swelling score, Roz's color change with the forehead touch. The movie could have ended immediately and I'd think, yep, all was right in the world. We're all gonna be okay. Money well spent. Ha! More shoreline than ever. Bold to assume Florida would still be there. Yep. Kids, accurate. Just last week I had 2 pairs of glasses. I don't anymore.
Bartlett with laugh litter?
Are you sure? Who are all of you? Go away.
Parenting.
Where's your mommy, little guy?
The monster!
Roz's entrance is so accidentally menacing. She's not trying to be scary, it's just that maybe if you get startled that easily, you shouldn't wear earbuds around the house because there's literally no way to let you know that I'm in the room, especially if you ignore the text I send saying I'm in the room, but somehow it's my fault that you weren't paying attention to your surroundings and me just being there freaked you out and now I'm in trouble. I get it, Roz. I get it. It's a good movie.
Meningitis takes a while.
Amazing creativity from the little guys, but fun fact, possums don't actually play dead. They basically just get terrified and faint. It's called tonic immobility, and Jude taught me that last year.
Now we're gonna get killed for real.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry.
Best mom ever.
Taking care of him is your task now.
Task acquired.
I really like that while eventually Roz begins to evolve and feel things, she first takes care of Brightbill because of Pinktail's wording. The possum basically programmed Roz's setting to be a mom.
I say, keep your trash out of my pond. That's littering. Not to mention murder.
Priorities. Also, Matt Berry is a genius, and it will take all of my strength not to say New York City for the rest of the video.
It's okay. I won't eat him. Are you crazy? I might eat him.
Honesty. Brightbill is so indestructible.
Swimming's easy. I can teach him the way my mom taught me. Swim!
The dropkick is so brutal. Probably snorted louder than I should have at that.
Failing this is not the point. The process is the art.
Honestly, so true about so many things, especially in New York City. I'm sorry.
You can call me Roz.
Roz! Roz! Roz!
Where are you from that things don't eat each other?
Jude noticed Brightbill is still saying Roz in the background.
Humor is based on misfortune?
Misfortune.
Yeah, try it. Not funny.
I feel like everything about modern comedy was just explained in those 5 seconds.
His numbering is out of sequence.
Flawless execution.
My mom would rock me to sleep. Like this.
Rock.
Kids need to feel safe and loved and all that junk.
It is pretty gross.
And he was all alone.
Because the rest of his family was destroyed.
Not yet.
It is a double-edged sword, though. Kids don't always need to know the brutal reality or truth of every situation right now. But eventually, lies, stories, and myths do lead to new questions like, how come Santa brought Thurston and Bartholomew Prescott personalized gold-plated PS5s and a tiger while I got chapstick and socks? Also, always love when the art style changes up for story time.
And when she finally sees you, she feels...
Crushing obligation.
Ah, so someone with kids wrote this script. The confusing part is that you relish in the crush.
And I will not leave until I have completed this task, which has delayed me, damaged me, violated my protocols, potentially voiding my warranty.
Oh yeah, Chris Sanders is a parent.
I miss her when she sleeps too.
Extremely clever and speedy way to show the passage of time.
Death's proximity makes life burn all the brighter. It's true.
Wow, that's profound. Like that time Tyler Durden holds the gun to the one guy's head, or like something more kid-friendly. But the animal kingdom is beautiful and also so full of death. And this film neither ignores that nor makes every death a tragedy from which one can never recover. It's pretty refreshing how upfront it is. Also, this script is killer.
I'm thinking I should maybe just stay with you guys this winter.
Nope.
The no-look SWAT is so good.
I think I need to find an island that's less weird.
The point. And I love that Paddler is never perplexed by what's happening, just annoyed. Also, I can think of an island that you might like. New York. Oh, Roz really got a hold of the situation. I meant a hand on it. Now that's thinking with your hand. No, dang it, it's on the tip of my hand.
Oh, thanks for talking so much. Now I know who to eat first.
If only we all had a friend like Fink. New York City.
I did not think the information would assist you.
That's not your decision to make.
Oof, dialogue feeling a little too real. To be fair, Fink is the one that stopped her when he was little.
Because the rest of his family was destroyed.
Not yet.
You don't understand anything. You don't feel anything. You're not my mom.
She felt that. They accomplished an amazing level of emotion with a face made simply of 2 eyes. Who knew an animated movie about a robot could kick me in the feels so much? Well, the Iron Giant knew. And also Wall-E, Big Hero 6, Mitchell's vs. the Machines, Robot Dreams. Anyway, point is, you're in good company, TWR.
One Rosm robot for every 5 humans means a 40% increase in leisure time and happiness.
How do we jump tracks to this timeline? Instead of the one where the robots are making art and writing poorly? Ooh, the barnacles.
A Rosm always completes its task.
I like to think when Peter Brown wrote the books, his initial thought was, what if Mr. Meeseeks was more like Sonny from My Robot?
Can you explain again what we are doing? I don't know.
And now Roz is officially a parent.
I have a kid.
Okay.
Same.
7134. That is where you belong.
Her voice pitch drop because she's powering down really hammers home that it's delivered like the voice of God to Roz. Real. Believe it or not, things are way easier when they're little. Many a parent has touched that spot near their neck where a tiny infant head once laid. I appreciate that some sentiments can't be conveyed with the English language. Anyone else getting in? Darna vibes? Yeah, this was the only way I could mention I read all 3 Fourth Wing books because I'm a great husband and also they're fantastic, and calling them smut is like calling Dune a spaghetti western, 'cause sand. The wide shots and backgrounds alone are so good in this movie. And they all make me wish there was a Wild Robot game where I could explore the island. Outcasts helping outcasts? New York City. Fink grows and really becomes a family with Roz and Brightbill, but he's also still a fox and is definitely gonna snack on them bones.
Show me your teeth. Beautiful.
Never underestimate the power of someone reminding you how awesome you are.
And die.
Just might kiss the sky.
Kiss the Sky is not only catchy and fun and beautiful, it also fits into the scene amazingly, adding depth and atmosphere to this already immersive moment. The detail of Roz's fluid leaking down her shin when our focus is mostly on Longneck is genius.
We geese are a cranky lot.
True. This is very true. That's definitely the again raccoon.
I would be delighted if you would join my group. Been ages since I had a youngster in my formation. What do you say?
The way Longneck just immediately welcomes Brightbill without questioning his ability is so perfect. A lot of us adults could watch this film and learn how to actually communicate with kids.
You see any other geese here your size? The accident that killed your family saved you.
I never thought of it that way.
Also, the fact that Longneck is a goose, albeit a barnacle goose, not a Canada goose like BB, means that he can throw down some cold hard facts for Brightbill and BB will actually listen.
This flight is a gift Roz has given you. Goodbye, Roz. I am honored to have met you.
The way Longneck delivers that second line with such finality, the actual meaning of the gift, that she effectively traded her life because even if he doesn't know the specifics of her plan, he knows she's not in tip-top shape. Yeah, I'm a wreck.
Will you be here when I get back?
No.
Emotional damage?
I could use a boost.
The way her shoulders go back and she stands up straight at hearing Brightbill needs her? Gorgeous, both visually and emotionally.
Roz?
Again, accurate. The moment you think you're ready for them to be on their own, you are not, even if they totally are. That Longneck sees Roz and knows how important Brightbill is to her is one of my favorite parts of this film. And at this point, if you're not crying, you should probably get that checked. Also, something Forrest Gump, sorry, I'm too emotional. And just when it feels like an ending, we realize we're just past the halfway point, which I love because I'm not ready to leave these characters yet. Devastating transition.
Yes!
Yes! All good!
All good.
Amazing!
Amazing.
Optimism?
How do you know if you love something? Someone?
If you do, you should probably tell them.
What if it is too late?
I wouldn't know.
Oh man, he thought she was talking about him, not Brightbill. No big deal, just crying for the rest of the video. And the sound he makes. At first we're all like, wow, loving the way the camera follows him into his den. And then our heart crumbles into a million shattered pieces. Just in case we were unclear what the state of the Earth is, whales swimming over the Golden Gate Bridge gives us a bit of a clue, a beautiful clue. The resiliency of humanity? Yeah, that works. They didn't fix climate change, but look at that Jetson City. It's amazing how Roz can look so lovable and the Rozums can look so scary, yet they're technically exactly the same.
Animal infestation.
And even though they're all still saying task acquired in Roz's sing-songy voice, it's entirely sinister now.
They're panicked. You're not. Right now, our only chance is to be led out by someone that doesn't think like a goose. Brightbill, take lead!
Did not know Brightbill was going to get a Rudolph moment. I'm not saying humans are stupid for creating a battle bot that shoots lasers wildly at the fleeing birds, destroying their infrastructure and crops, and probably putting humans at risk. I'm just saying that, no, actually they're stupid. Self-sacrifice. You gotta love these two.
I thought you had to do what they told you.
Roz's attempt at a shrug is incredible.
It is good to see a friend.
Stop trying to make me cry.
Are others in danger?
The little toe taps along with Pedro Pascal's noise are such a good mix. I was nervous this whole movie might go by without a classic Fox nosedive into the snow, and then Roz tried it too, and all was right in the world.
Mom?
Oh, we're gonna be okay.
Aw, even Donna Doomer is happy to see Roz. The frozen acorns and the freezing squirrel wrapping themselves in their tail?
What are you doing here, jerk?
Bummer, this one's dead.
That is not funny.
It was, though. Roz becoming a lighthouse for the otters would be adorable if this whole section wasn't so tense.
What are you doing? Take it outside. Hey, those are Brightbill's baby pictures. Put that down.
Most of this movie has been about what Roz can learn from the animals, and other than Brightbill, this is the first time an animal shows what they've learned from Roz.
Think.
What?
Help them.
Roz never tells Fink that she loves him exactly, but this is pretty dang close. She trusts him implicitly.
Quiet!
The jerk wants to speak.
So many amazing things in a few seconds. It takes a baby otter calmly shushing everyone to get their attention, and then the raccoon sucker punching the badger is so on brand. And then baby otter referring to Fink as the jerk is pitch perfect. Predator Matryoshka doll?
She's right. I will not harm anyone. Not while we're in here.
Luke Skywalker to the rescue. As much of a bummer as it is, the watering hole truce is probably not real, but during natural catastrophes, animals that are otherwise natural enemies in the wild have been seen ignoring each other and even sometimes helping each other. And he's so cautiously optimistic that he's not about to be eaten. The faint sound of the geese waking her up? I know the sun played a part, but don't tell me the sounds didn't make her spring too. And even though we've been talking animals and robots the whole film, there's something otherworldly about the ship. It feels very alien and threatening. I mean, it doesn't help that Ventra immediately looks like the Squiddies from The Matrix.
Despite my cheery demeanor, I am unfeeling, inflexible, and morally neutral.
And such wonderfully unnerving Gladys vibes. But anyone else totally creeped out by how touchy Jobu Tupaki is? While earlier, Roz is just mimicking animals, here she's effectively become one of them. She's on all fours because it feels natural for her and makes her go faster. And now she's using everything she's learned. Howling, tunneling, tonic immobility.
This is a wilderness.
And I am a wild robot.
There it is. I didn't necessarily think the title would make it into the movie, but it fits well.
You here to kill us? It says yes!
Solid callback.
Come on!
On your left.
Thunderbolt's seen Endgame, or maybe just Winter Soldier, but I doubt he dropped that line as just a fun quote and not the hugely meaningful one it became. Thing is, a bird strike can actually be super dangerous for aircraft. It usually ends in slightly more bird death, but we've got enough of that. I appreciate that this Falcon dive bomb isn't without consequences, even though I never want to see this little guy hurting. And oh my gosh, I just had a flashback to Lyra and Pantalaimon intercision. I can't believe I didn't realize Brightbill was Pan.
I love you.
A mess. I am a mess. It's a goose and a robot, and I never felt more emotions in my life.
I love you too.
Male bovine excrement.
He meant bullcrap. Thunderbolt really is just Ving in bird form, laughing while destroying the ship.
Whoa! Don't you need that?
I have everything I need.
Self-sacrifice?
Call yourselves animals. Let's go!
New York City.
But I still heard you. Because I was listening with a different part of myself. Wherever that is, that's where I keep me.
When you base stuff in science and nature and technology that we think we can mostly comprehend, a line like that may make you want to roll your eyes. And yet, where is the you? Are you in your brain's frontal cortex? Is there something more? We don't know, and it's why I don't dismiss a robot that overrode its programming to save a community.
But you're my friend, and I never had one before, and what if I get lost, or he's hurt, or what if I need to tell you something, and you're not here?
Fink being honest about his loneliness has officially put me over the edge. It's too sad. I can't do it. I'm gonna take a break. Here, look at some foxes. Dang, he still sucks, huh? Uh-oh. How do I not get this tattooed on me?
She had some strange ideas. Thought kindness was a survival skill.
If we could all learn how insanely obvious it is that that's true. Humans like community. Rising tide lifts all ships, etc.
Hello, I am Razum 7134.
But you can call me Roz.
There's no world in which I didn't see this coming, and yet I'm still a blubbering mess every time. Goodness, this score has risen the ranks of my heart. This main theme just bleeds love and victory and somehow sorrow too. Clearly not everyone liked Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken the way I did, but dang it if DreamWorks hasn't been on a roll. And The Wild Robot truly took it to the next level. My whole family saw this in theaters, and after getting past all the animal murder, all four of us were completely enthralled. After watching it a handful of times now, I can say that the emotional gut punches just get more and more powerful, both as a parent and a former kid, and as a friend. The connections and the moments between Fink and Roz are some of the best in the film. Jude and I just started reading Peter Brown's books, and so far, while the plot is a little different, the vibes and themes feel the same. I've been doing my best Lupita Nyong'o robot voice, but it doesn't compare. Truthfully, I kept forgetting it was her, which sounds bad, but it's actually a compliment. My biggest takeaway is the importance of community, which is a message I'm 100% here for right now. There's also the classic staple of outcasts finding their way and their place in the world, the underdog story. But characters I shouldn't be left thinking about after the movie stuck with me, like Longneck and even Fink, who's arguably a main character, but instead of just staying the comedic relief, became such a core piece of the heart of this film. It definitely does not need a sequel, but I hope to see more of this art style or even something new. I feel like we owe a lot to Spider-Verse in that regard. We proved as audiences that you can try weird stuff, and as long as you tell a good story, we'll probably love it all the more. And if you're itching for more DreamWorks movies involving robots, everything great about Real Steel is up on Nebula right now. A week early. It's been much requested, and since the new Cap is in it, I figured why not?
Oh boy!
And if you use my link and code to sign up for Nebula, you can get 40% off an annual plan and watch all my exclusive videos on there right now. I have a bunch of breakdowns or commentaries on some of my older videos as well as other channels' videos, and I'll be doing more of those soon. I also have a bunch of videos I've made just for Nebula that will only ever live there. But there's so many more exclusives on Nebula. The new season of Jetlag, Hide and Seek Japan, which I'm barely containing my jealousy to not be playing. The Dinner Plane is coming soon. You can watch Dracula's Ex-Girlfriend, all of Lindsay Ellis's videos, Broey Deschanel's series Taboo on Screen, which I can't even really show you clips of here, and so much more. It'll quickly become your new favorite streaming service where you'll find prestige creations from all your favorite creators where they're given actual budgets and professional gear, and there's just so much in the works right now that I can't even talk about yet. So use my Nebula link to get 40% off just $36 for a year or $3 a month. It's nebula.tv/CinemaWins. Thank you so much, and for those already on Nebula, you can go watch Real Steel right now.
Me, the bear, everybody. We're all just trying to survive.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?